All right, you want to get the show on the road.
Oh, yeah, I'd love to. Hey, I'm
All right.
Spenser.
And I'm Britain.
Since 2011, Buckethead has released 288 albums in his Pikes series, and we're going to listen to them.
3 at a time.
This is Getting Head.
Welcome, bots, slogs, friends, and bucketheads. This is episode 33 of Gettin' Head, a Bucketcast.
We're deep in the dirty 30s now. Or
Deep-
we're
deep-
into the established.
That's
Dirty
my
30s.
age.
I know.
That's, as of the time of recording this, I just turned that last month.
My 30s so far been filthy.
Filthy. Yeah, my
Yeah.
my 30s have been. I mean, 1 year has been just entirely dominated by this goddamn pandemic, but
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah.
rest of my 30s have been absolutely sorted. Is the word that I would use.
It's also the word I would use to describe your 30s.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hell yeah. Britt, what's new? What's hanging? What's going on?
I don't know. Hanging out, smanging out, getting a lot back into like being active now that the weather's nice.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
makes me realize I should really just live in a place where it's like usually nice so I can be a lot more active because my activity is heavily tied to like how fucking cold it is outside.
Yeah, I feel that, yeah.
I hate the cold.
I've also been spending a lot of time outside. It's good. It's good going on walks, you know?
Yeah, I went on a hiked
Nice.
up a mountain.
Hell yeah. Fun
Sore
to
for
do.
a couple days after that
Yeah, I
because I
bet.
hadn't done a super hard mountain hike and I just propelled myself into like super hard mountain hike, 25% grade all the way. This is a
Hardcore.
super steep mountain.
hmm
Yeah.
As Jack Black once said, you're not hardcore unless you live hardcore.
Cool. Jack Black quotes. Very of the time.
Yeah, you know what's funny? The Wonderboy came on at work the other day.
Interesting song to come on.
Yeah, I mean, well, not over like the main speakers. It was like we were listening to music in the back, and somebody's music was playing, and that was a song that was chosen for us by the algorithm, and I still like that song.
That's a fun song.
It's a fun song. I remember the first time I heard that song, and I was very young when I first heard that song. Like, that song came out a long time ago. I think it came out like 2001 or something like that. Like, it was a long ass time ago.
I was pretty young. I was probably like 14 when that song came out. So 2001, 2002 maybe.
Yeah, something like that. It's been a long time. That song's been around there for a long time. It's weird to me that that song was like a hit single. Like, I remember hearing that song on the radio, and it got a lot of radio play for the time, which
It was
was
on a major label, so
wild.
they were trying to push it pretty hard.
totally. And I still think that it's like a fun song and a fun single, but
Mm-hmm.
I just like can't imagine anything like that receiving any kind of top 40 attention in 2021. Like, I
Right.
just can't imagine that. It's crazy that happened.
Very strange. Very strange.
Top
thing
40
to
was a very different thing back then, you know.
It
Like
really
there were people playing guitars in the top 40.
That
you
was
know?
interesting.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I don't think that's a thing anymore really, but you know, maybe it is. I don't know.
I mean, there's some guitar playing in like electronic music and stuff and rap.
Pretty rarely, like for the top 40 stuff, at least the top 40 stuff that I've heard. Every once in a while I will hear a guitar and I'll be like, "Whoa, a guitar. Wow." But it's
I don't know. And then like Taylor Swift always has guitar in her stuff.
I don't know if I've ever listened to Taylor Swift.
She plays guitar.
Okay. That's cool. It's cool when people play guitar. Doesn't what's his name?
Justin Bieber.
That's who I was thinking of.
Justin Bieber plays like 6 instruments or something.
Oh, cool. I have never heard one of his songs before, so I have no idea what his music is
You
like.
probably have. He's just a ubiquitous guy singer on every like EDM single in the past like 15 years.
Huh.
Maybe
Yeah,
10.
I mean, like, I'm sure I probably have heard his music, but I've never consciously listened to his music, so I have no idea. Like, if somebody were to ask me, like, what does Justin Bieber sound like? I would say, like
sounds like
Hanson, but EDM? I don't know. That's my best guess.
Not necessarily, no.
I have no idea. He looks like he should be in 311 now, though. Like, I've seen recent photos of him.
Yeah, he has like white boy dreads now, which is pretty fun.
Yeah, that's super word for it.
Yeah, fun.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think I would listen to him if he was in 311. I think that would be pretty cool.
That would be a real weird turnaround for 311 for them to just hire a new pop singer into their act.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. If they do another 311 cruise, are we gonna go?
I don't see how we couldn't.
Man. Oh, wow. What a life. What a society we live in.
How's your life and society going, Spenser?
Not so bad. Not so bad. I spent like quite a few days like hanging out at my house playing video games, which was great. Like I just like laid on a bed and played video games for many, many hours, and it was great. It was really fun. I'm kind of over the hump of that. I've been doing different things now. Been like walking around. That's new.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Yeah, pretty good. I drove a really long way today to get some food. Yeah.
What food, and how long do you consider a long ways away?
I don't know, 20, 30 minutes. Like, that's a pretty long ways to drive to get food.
That's longish, yeah. So like a really good vegan restaurant somewhere.
Well,
30 minutes
okay.
away.
I was going to save this for recommendations, but it's okay. We'll talk about it now.
Okay.
So, Egyptian food. So good.
Egyptian food.
There was an Egyptian place in Linwood, Washington that I used to go to a lot named King Tut, and I was going to drive up there today, even though that place is pretty far from me, because I really like something that they make called koshari, which is like Egyptian street food. It's like macaroni noodles mixed with like seasoned rice and lentils and like a tomato sauce.
I've heard of this.
With like crispy onions on top of it. It's incredible. It's
I've
so
heard
good.
of this. Yeah, I've seen this on the YouTube thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an incredibly simple meal, but it's so delicious. Like just the selection of spices, the crispy onions, like all of it. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And so I was going to go there today, but I looked them up before I drove up there, smartly, I should say, because it turns out that place is closed now. So then I spent like an hour on my phone looking for another place that sells koshari, because I was like, fuck, I really wanted the koshari today. I don't want to make it. So I got to find a place that has this. Turns out there's a place by you, actually, in Kirkland, 116th Street. It's by Totem Lake.
Yeah. Okay.
So like I drove up there and got some of this food, and it's pretty darn good.
What's the place called?
Hibiscus Cafe.
What's it?
Hibiscus Cafe.
Hibiscus.
H-I.
Wait, that one is really close, isn't
it? H-I-B. Yeah, you spelled hibiscus wrong.
Yeah, shut up.
Yeah, this place right here.
Yeah. Okay. No, okay. I know about where this is.
Totally. I highly recommend it. Like, they were really, really good. If you order stuff from them, though, order it from their website, because it's cheaper on their website. They told me that when I went to go pick up food. But like I ordered through Grubhub, so it was more expensive. But anyways, yeah, they have really good food. The koshari is amazing. Next time we hang out in Kirkland, we should go get some of their food. It's good as fuck. I also got the potatoes. They make like special potatoes. They're the vegan potato thing.
Hell yeah.
It's really, really good. And the koshari, dude. The koshari, bro.
Ooh, what's Egyptian falafels? Oh, made with fava. Oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah, dude. I want to get like a bunch of this
sesame on
food.
the outside. That looks sick as hell, dude.
Yeah. It's good as fuck.
Oh, look at this bone. Oh, this lamb shank.
Oh, I got the potatoes taijin. That shit's really good.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. But anyways, yeah, good as fuck food. It's awesome. Highly recommended.
Oh, yeah. Scoops. Okay. Meat.
Neat as hell, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Would recommend.
Cool.
Anyways, yeah. So I did that, and what else I've been doing? I don't know. Goofing off. Been playing I've been thinking about buying a 5-string bass and or building a 5-string bass because
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
they're pretty cool. I mean, mostly though, like I just want a bass tuned to A standard, and I guess I could just get another 4-string and tune it to A standard. Like it doesn't actually have to be a 5-string. So I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet.
Yeah.
But I need a bass tuned to A standard, Britt, because like having that really low bass, it's so good.
So I've been songwriting a lot on bass lately.
Oh, I
'cause
always
it's like,
songwrite with bass. Like that's how I
it's
structure
great.
all my music.
And so I've been playing with a pick a lot lately and singing with bass, and it's a very different kind of thing.
I
but
use these
cool.
big fat purple picks. I like them a lot. They're pretty good.
I use jazz threes for everything.
Dude,
Absolutely
I fucking hate
everything.
playing bass with a fucking jazz three.
Dude, I love
I've done
playing
it
bass.
so much
It's
and
so
I hate it.
percussive and it just sounds so thumpy no matter what.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
It's
No.
it's
I love the
exhausting.
thumpy. It doesn't. Yeah.
It's exhausting though because like the pick is so small and the string is so big.
Yeah, but like once you're like used to like finger playing and you have that hand strength, it's really like it's fine.
Okay.
No.
That's cool. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It would just tire out my my wrist a lot more. I don't know, for whatever reason, like my fingers would have to move more. And I'd also, the other thing is like, well, it would tire out my hand because like with the tiny pick like that, and you're playing bass with these like huge strings, like you got to hold on to that thing like really, really hard, or else like you will drop it. And so like that shit tired my hand out a lot when I was doing bass like that.
You gotta hold on to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. Double up. Yeah. Seattle resident, Sir Mix-a-Lot, right there. That's.
Yep.
We live in the same society as Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Good for him.
Yeah. He's the one who's benefiting here.
He is
100%.
definitely. I mean, I don't make any money off of him. He definitely has made money off of me somehow.
Yeah.
Consider that.
I'm considering it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Britt, can you please hit me with a bucket fact?
I can, perhaps.
Bucket fact, 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 bucket fact.
This is going to be part of a series called Pikes by the Numbers.
Okay.
Looked into the longest and shortest time between the pikes.
Okay. We're going to be doing some numerology shit?
Yeah.
Okay. Hell yeah. Let's crack the code, hack the Gibson,
So
lay it on me.
we have the longest period between pikes was between Pikes 3, 4, and 5, which were all released on the same day, and Pikes 6, Balloon Cement. And that was 240 days.
Wow,
between
really?
that. Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize that. I didn't realize he put out 5 pikes and then didn't for like 3/4 of a year.
Yeah, well, during that time, on day 188 of that stretch, he released Electric Sea, his follow-up album to Electric Tears. So he did release another album in that. Even
he probably
then,
also toured too.
Even then, that would, even if Electric Tears was a pike, that would make it closest, if not maybe the longest period between pikes. Most of the other long periods between pikes were about 160 to 180 days. And so that might have actually still been the longest period between albums during that period.
Tight.
But the longest period between 2 Buckethead albums, Pikes included and all his other albums included, was between his first 2 albums, Buckethead Land and Giant Robot, which was exactly 1,002 days.
I was gonna say, like, that's interesting information, especially about the first two Pikes. Like, that's, or not first two Pikes, but between Pikes 5 and 6. Like, that's wild. I didn't realize that. That's quite interesting.
Yeah. Just was not. I don't know if he totally had his project with the Pikes fleshed out at that point, and I don't know if he wanted to like make it this many.
Yeah.
But
There's a
then
lot of
after
things
that,
I wonder about the Pikes, I'll be honest. I have so many questions.
I do.
I want Buckethead to tour again so we can just like corner him and be like, hey.
No, we don't want to corner Buckethead.
No, I'm joking.
But
of course
but
not.
you know, I would very respectfully ask for an autograph and like ask him questions and ask him if he would ever consider being on this podcast.
Oh,
because
same.
I would
Yeah.
love more than anything to
like
just
honestly,
ask
like
the man himself or his representative. I would talk to Herbert or Albert or anybody in
the
that whole
Bucketverse
canon. Bucketverse.
Yeah. I would really just want to be like, hey, I've become a huge fan of what you do, and you're super neat. Thanks for making all your cool tunes.
He is a neat dude.
Hell yeah. Super neat.
Neat dude.
Bucket Fact.
So we listened to 3 more Pikes this week.
We listened to 3 more Pikes this week.
Pike 97, Passageways. Pike 98, Polar Trench. And Pike... Oh, sorry. Pike... Shoot. Sorry. 98 was Pilot. And then Pike 99 is Polar Trench. Yep.
Hell yeah, we did. 97, 98, 99. 3 of my favorite years as well.
Also, let's point it out. This is we get a PPP loan this week. We get all of these start with the letter P. So let's go with the first P.
Like my favorite fetish.
Hell yeah! This is a P fetish episode. Everybody, get ready for the water sports.
Oh yeah,
water sports.
Water sports.
Do you think anyone's ever like gone to like a fetish dungeon for an event thinking it was gonna be like a water gun fight? You know, some guy like shows up with like the super soakers and shit
filled
and
with
like,
piss.
Wait, where's your diapers? This is diaper play night. This is the water sports dungeon. What are you? Well, here for water sports.
Wait, like why would a person see a flyer for? I'm presuming a flyer here for
A
water
flyer?
sports.
Yeah, water sports.
And then assume like that involves squirt guns. Like I'm confused. What do you think of when we say water sports, Brett? I mean, other than the obvious.
Competitive super soaker fighting.
I don't think that's what water sports are.
You know, that's what I want them to be, Spenser. Water sports are more like water skiing and that dumb bullshit.
Okay, yeah, wakeboarding.
That's like waspy ass bullshit.
Do you ever play
fuck
that? Do you ever play that wakeboarding game for like the PS2 era consoles?
Oh, there was a wakeboarding game.
Yeah. It's like something's pro wakeboarder, and it was made by
Jayme Jasta's pro wakeboarding.
Jameson Jasta.
Jameson Jasta. Old James Jasta.
Jimmy Jasta's.
The sandwich place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Papa Jasta's.
So, Passageways, released on December 11th, 2014, just 6 days after the previous Pike Yarn.
Yeah.
This album is dissected into Passageways 1 through 5 as the track listing. However, almost all of the tracks flow directly into each other. So
yeah,
I think maybe we should talk about this as a whole, and I'll probably point out a few things along the way, track by track.
Sure. Yeah.
But this album fucks.
It's very emotive. Yeah. A very emotive melodic soloing. And There's a good bit of emotive melodic soloing in the Pikes we listened to this week. This record has the most concentrated of that in the sense that this is just one big piece, like you said. I feel like everything is just kind of build up for Pike, or not Pike, but Passageway 5, where it kind of like explodes into, I guess, a heavier riff that is then soloed over.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the whole album just like builds out of nowhere. Like, the first track doesn't even have any drums. Second track, the drums come in, and like the third song is like a dynamics masterclass. Like, the whole song is soft, but it gets progressively like louder, and like more things come in, and it's like it is a very well produced song. Like, one of the few songs that's not like super electronics heavy on one of these albums where I listen to it, I'm like, the fucking dynamics on here are just fantastic. Yeah, this album is really really goddamn good. Big fan.
Yeah. It is. It wasn't my favorite of this style. Like he's done a lot of stuff in this sort of space before, meaning the space of like emotive, melodic, slow, expressive soloing, with a lot of dynamics and stuff. I mean, to better effect and to less effective effect. But I did enjoy this one, but not as much as I've enjoyed his, more calming stuff in the past. That being said, though, like there are some really good examples of like what makes Buckethead a great guitar player in this. Just like the way he plays and like his phrasing and all that sort of, stuff, his technique is really impressive. Like he's just really good at making the guitar sound good, and he does a lot of that here.
He's really kind of showing masterclass here. On his Buckethead emotion, which is real lovely.
It's it's albums like this that I hear that like after listening to it, I'm like, he's just gotta be such a nice guy. Like, I think it's known. I think in the greater Bucket mythos, that Bucket is a kind soul, a gentle soul.
Absolutely.
And I think that stuff like this really like exemplify that.
Hell yeah. I think this would be a great soundtrack to a coffee shop in Buckethead land.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Or like a bookstore.
Yeah, something chill.
Or, just something chill. Yeah, anywhere chill. Even like a scenic overlook point.
Yeah, I don't know why you'd have music there.
A daycare.
Okay. I think we've had a couple of Buckethead daycare albums.
Perhaps, yes. Because I always think, so whenever I think about the Buckethead Land daycare, I think about like the kids' play area of IKEA. You ever walked by that? Like, it always looks like fucking chaos, stinky chaos in there. Like
stinky chaos.
Every time I walk by,
that sounds like a terrible like pizza thrash band.
Man, pizza thrash is underappreciated. Daycare thrash also not something I would be particularly into, I don't think. But that's. You know what's daycare thrash is? That fucking dinosaur power metal band. You know what I'm talking about? Heavy-saurus
from like Finland.
Yeah, Heavy-saurus. That's daycare thrash right there.
What?
They all dress like Barney, but they play power metal. Finland's
so
great,
fucking
dude.
Sick. Finland fucks, dude. This is why they have the best education system in the world.
Exactly.
God. And this is why they've like basically solved their homelessness problem. Like their entire country has like 5,000 homeless people now.
That's pretty impressive.
And if I'm not mistaken, like that legislation to do that was put into place by like their like right-wing government, which is like, what the fuck? Our right-wing government would never do that.
Our right-wing government would more likely openly execute homeless people in the street than help them.
100%. God, I gotta make a big recommend here. This Trader Joe's Korean roasted barley tea.
Oh yeah, I've had that shit.
It's amazing. I
Yeah.
love this shit. I love barley.
I've
the
not
flavor.
had that brand of it, but I've had the brand that they sell at H Mart by my house.
Oh, so you lied to me. Haven't had this.
No, I haven't had that one in
You
particular,
just
but I
lied
have
to
had
me,
a roasted.
Spenser.
I have had a Korean roasted barley tea from a Korean grocery store, and it was
You
very
think
good.
Trader Joe's is a Korean grocery store now, Spencer?
No. I'm saying that what I had was more legit.
Yeah, which means it's worse.
Yeah, I know you appreciate the whitewashing of cultures very much.
I prefer to think of it as Trader Joe's washing. Or is this? I'm surprised it is Trader Joe's.
like
they're-
Trader Jing or something.
Yeah, Trader Ming, Trader Ching Chang. Like, I don't know. All their stuff is super racist.
Yeah, Trader
Like,
Jose's the one I always
yeah,
think of. I'm
like-
like, I don't like this.
Their lasagna's like Trader. I cook a da meatballs. Like that's.
Well, you can never be racist towards Italians. That
No,
doesn't
you
exist.
can't. I love roasting Italians like they love roasting eggplant. Fuck you.
Oh, dude, roasted eggplant's so fucking good. Don't even fuck around. What are you talking about?
There was some parm on top. Chef's
That
kiss.
fucks, yeah.
I fuck with that.
Yeah, you gotta do the Italian thing.
I do fuck with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, also, so Pike 97, I would also like to share an anecdote from 1997 as part of our synopsis for this album.
Fine.
1997 was a year that I went and watched the film Men in Black in the theater.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
And at the time, I was a very big fan of the song that played over the credits of that film, which was, I believe, it was called Men in Black, but it sampled "Forget Me Not," which is an iconic banger. Very good film, very good song. And I liked that song so much that I bought Will Smith's album that song was featured on, and was hugely disappointed by the album. It was not what I was looking for. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, do you have an anecdote from 1997, Britt?
I'm trying to think here. Like, what the fuck did I do when I was 9?
Yeah.
Like, being 9 sucked. I think I did. Wait, what year in school was that? I could definitely tell something from school that's super embarrassing that I do not want to think about.
That would either be 3rd or 4th grade for you, potentially.
4th grade. Fourth meal. All right, that's what I'm saying.
All right. You
That's
thought
all I've
outside
got.
the bun that year. That would have been in the Yokiro Taco Bell era, actually.
That was, I believe, that
Yeah.
was like firmly in the year they made Godzilla, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, no,
And
that
so-
was 98. Godzilla
was that
98.
98?
Yeah.
Well, so I wonder when in 90. That
Also,
was probably in the summer, right?
spoilers for my next anecdote.
Because they could have. I don't know. Maybe in '97 they started that advertising campaign where it was like, "I think I'm gonna need a bigger box." You remember that one?
No.
Oh, it was the
describe-
Chihuahua.
yeah.
And like he was like chasing after Godzilla or something.
Oh,
And then like
right.
Godzilla
yeah.
turned a corner and the
Okay.
Chihuahua was like, "I think I'm going to need a bigger box." It's like,
Yeah, I
It's
do
like trying
remember
to-
that. That was a good one. Yeah. I'm glad that you
That
brought
might
up Taco Bell because I actually was going to mention Taco Bell for my 3rd anecdote. So I'm very excited to circle back around on that.
Are you spoiler alert, are you going to talk about the Star Wars Episode 1 cups?
We'll
Or
get
the
to
Star
it. We'll
Wars
get to it.
Episode 1 win a hovercraft thing.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. We also
Okay.
had. Oh yeah. Okay, we'll get to
Pike
it.
98 pilot
Yes.
released on December 19th, 2014, exactly 8 days, after the previous Pike.
Mhm.
It is segmented into 9 tracks called Pilot 1 through 9. This is another album, kind of like Jeopardy backwards,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
that is all over the place, and I am so here for it.
So, Yes, it is very much in the mold of that type of stuff where he's jumping between a lot of different disparate ideas. That said, there's parts in this that I really, really like, but overall I found it a challenging listen because I felt like there was not a lot of good segues between those admittedly interesting ideas. And I felt like every time I was like getting into something that was happening, it would change in a way that made it kind of lose steam for me. So it was like constantly like, I'd be like, oh, that's an interesting idea. And then it would just change into something where I'd be like, I don't really like that transition, or I don't like where they took this. I feel like we could have done more with that other part. I don't know. I didn't not enjoy it, but I was frustrated by some of those choices.
Interesting. I liked most of the choices. I thought a lot of it was very abrupt.
Yeah.
But that's what I like about a lot of Buckethead's music.
Sure. And I like that too. That's a thing that is likable. And I think that more people should appreciate, because like for albums like that one, and like Jeopardy Backwards and stuff, like typically the response to it is like negative. Mm-hmm. And I think that this is my first time like understanding that viewpoint a little bit. Yeah. That being said, I still really like the abrupt nature of like how he makes music like that. I think it's some of the more interesting music that he does.
Absolutely. And like I think all of his music is interesting to somebody.
Oh yeah.
But to a person who has worked a lot in like the programs that he has, I know there's certain ways to kind of make music very rote and like kind of put out an album that really maybe you shouldn't put out because it's very underdeveloped ideas and it's all just drag and drop and you just like jamming over a thing,
Oh yeah.
And I feel like maybe it's a little easier to fake the funk when you're making like instrumental or electronic music.
You can't fake the funk. Fake the funk. Fake the funk. Fake the funk just sounds like a funk song. Sorry. Good.
What kind of ride do you think Pilot would go well on?
Fucking chaos. Something chaotic and terrible, like bumper cars or fucking.
You know what I think it'd go well in, since it's called Pilot. I think like a kind of like flight simulator ride that's like kind of a theater style, like
the 3D rides,
yeah,
where you like wear 3D glasses and it's like a big like thing that moves around and like shoots air at your face and stuff.
But it's all about like you're in a plane and it's like crashing, and it doesn't survive.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure. I'm into that. That sounds good. Thanks for coming up with that idea for me. I appreciate it. You know what it also reminds me of? It also reminds me of like, you ever done bumper boats where you like it's like a big like round looking boat and it's like you drive it around in like a big slushy tank. Yeah, it's an Alaska thing. I've never seen it down here, but like it's a Alaska thing for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a fun time. Get a little wet.
It was super fun.
Bump around.
It was a decently fun time too. It was Pike 99, Polar Trench. What?
No. We have not talked about my 1998 anecdote.
Okay, fine.
I love the look on your face right now.
What happened to you in 1998 when you were 9, Spencer?
See, that's a great question. I don't remember a lot of 1998. But what I do remember are a couple of films that I saw in 1998, including another Will Smith banger, some might say. Wild West.
Some might say there's a scene where he trades racist and ableist jabs with a handicapped gentleman. And
that's a take. That's a take on that. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, not super into that film. I feel like I rewatched it a few years ago and was like, man, this is dog shit.
Oh, it's super dog shit. It's very like heavily 90s produced, and you can tell someone threw a ton of money at that movie.
Oh, it looks so expensive. Like,
and nothing worked. It looks so expensive in 1997. It looks fucking dog shit, very like cheap to make 2020.
Sure.
It
Yeah,
is not
that
aged
film.
great.
Saw that one in the theater. It was not as enjoyable as the previous summer's blockbuster Men in Black.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember going to see that. That was a pretty cool time. That's about all I remember about 1998. Other than I had a PlayStation at the time, and that was also the same year that Crash Bandicoot 2 came out. And I played a fucking bunch of that game. I really liked that game a lot.
Mm-hmm. You know what I saw in 1998 that I really liked?
What was that?
It was Night at the Roxbury, baby.
Was that a 98 film?
That is a 98 film.
Wow. I also saw that, and I also liked that a lot. That is a film I think only children can appreciate.
Yeah.
I think they inadvertently made a great, iconic children's film.
Yeah, I guess they kind of did.
I have a friend who hung out with Chris Kattan a couple times and said he's a very kind and lovely person.
Uh-huh.
I'm inclined to trust them, so I don't know.
No.
Sounds good.
I don't trust your friend. Your friend's a liar.
Apparently he lives around here.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere around here.
I also saw The Truman Show, which I didn't really like at the time.
Wait. Sorry, can we go back to Night at the Roxbury for a moment?
No.
So LaBouche is on that soundtrack. Didn't the dude from LaBouche live in Anchorage?
Yeah, he owns a club up there.
Wild. Is it Sin Rock?
I don't know. I don't think it's a strip club. I think it's like an actual club. Like a bar club or something.
What the fuck is happening? Why is my house shaking? See my mic shaking?
No, that's weird.
It's fucking weird. I think it's just the wind. It's really windy over here. My power cut
Super
out
windy
earlier
here
today.
too, yeah.
I hope that doesn't happen while we're
I hope that
recording.
happens in the middle of our episode and you lose the entire recording.
That would be
We have
fucking
to-
bullshit.
We have to talk about Buckethead again and Pike 99 Polar Trench, released on December 25th, Christmas of 2014.
Merry Christmas, Brett.
Merry Christmas,
Merry
Buckethead.
Christmas.
This is the Buckethead Christmas song. I hope you know
Buckethead.
the words I just made because you're required to sing along.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't sing along, Spenser.
I sang along as best I could.
I said you were required.
Well, let's see that. Okay, that is the one downside. Well, not the only downside, but it's the biggest downside of recording remotely, because when we're in person, it's very much more easy to bust out in song together.
That's
It makes
true.
that so weird.
You did. Congratulations. Pike 99, Polar Trench, Light in the Fog, first song.
Fucking banger, man. Holy
Pretty
shit.
good. Some soft chords with a big long lead. Not a ton of variation though.
But just
I
a
didn't-
beautiful
The
solo.
first song was kind of underwhelming, but like after that he changes it up a lot.
Yeah, a lot, and to very good effect. Like, so I saw a lot of people in the comments talking about this, like comparing it to like Jimi Hendrix and stuff, and I don't see that really at all. But
I can see honestly a lot bigger link to like early Red Hot Chili Peppers.
okay, I don't see that. I see
Like track 3,
70s
especially
funk stuff.
Hyro, sounds like an earlier Red Hot Chili Peppers song.
Wild.
Hell
Damn,
yeah,
I was
dude.
gonna make fun of a dude that commented that on that.
No.
ep-
Oh no.
on
No,
that
I
later
I
on.
I didn't see that comment at all.
Yeah.
I actually don't know if I went through the
I
comments
was
for this guy.
I thought we were gonna take a shit all over that person
I
for saying that.
actually think I listened to most of this album while I was shaving my face today. And so yeah, I didn't.
You do look quite shorn. I was gonna say that. Yeah.
I am very shaven. Like I am clean shaven. I haven't been clean shaven in a while. I like when real smooth.
You're John Shorn.
Real smooth. John Short. Very. Shut up. Children of the Zorn.
Yeah, that was a great meme, by the way. I like that
thank you.
quite a bit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. But yeah, so a lot of it reminded me of like 70s funk stuff, like a little bit of like, I don't know. He had some really nice guitar tones on this one. Like really
He did.
that nice like overdriven, cleanish tone, which was really nice. He plays a lot of like funky rhythms. The bass is a lot louder. The drum programming is a lot better here than the previous two Pikes, I think.
I'd say I don't know. Like,
well, maybe not
98
better,
had,
but
like,
it's
much variation and did so much stuff.
Totally. Well, maybe not better. I would say that it's a little more in your face, I guess. Like the programming is a lot. Like there's a lot happening there, which is nice.
It's a lot more focused towards like kind of one end, which is like funk rock.
Yeah, totally. Which is fun, and I liked the diversity of it. I liked the first song a lot. Like I felt like the first song was like very much like the first Pike 97, but like done a little bit more interestingly. I don't know. I liked that first solo a lot. It was really pretty.
So, yeah, it was pretty. It was just like, I don't know. I almost kind of prefer when Buckethead like has a like long, rocky, chaotic Pike and then ends it with a nice, like, clean song. But he kind of did the opposite on this one. I was like,
yeah.
The pacing kind of tripped me up, I guess. But it wasn't bad. What you got there? Coconut water?
Oh hell yeah, I got coconut water, dude.
Krupp.
Love me some coconut water.
Some
seawater, baby.
Good. We need to find a way to bring the global like harmless harvest raw coconut water price down.
We really do, yeah.
Because it's so delicious, but it's so motherfucking expensive.
So fucking expensive.
Like even like getting the big one and drinking it little by little, like I'll still go through like an $11 bottle in like 2 days.
Hate to see it.
I know. That's expensive for your beverages. Although I guess I'm probably spending that much like buying as much like LaCroix as I do.
Yeah. I buy a lot of that shit too. Yeah. I've been hitting the old staples again. I like the bubbly strawberry quite a lot.
Yeah.
That one's really good.
That's a pretty good one, yeah.
And honestly, the Whole Foods brand lime is super good. Like that's the best lime I've had.
Really?
Yeah.
It's you know which one I revisited recently that I actually really like a lot more than I thought is the LaCroix lemon.
Oh yeah, LaCroix lemon is actually really good.
It's one of the best lemons.
One of the best lemons, for sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not as good as their limoncello though. Their limoncello is wonderful.
I don't know. I'm not here for
You're
limoncello.
so wrong. It's buttery. It's buttery.
Yeah,
it has butter in it.
It's weird.
It's so good.
I don't know. I don't like it.
I'll stick my dick in it.
I feel the same way about the LaCroix hibiscus, which is the one you're drinking, I think. Yeah.
You don't like drinking a flower that doesn't taste like the flower.
It doesn't taste anything like hibiscus.
It just tastes like generally floral, though.
Which is nice. I like that one, but I don't. I wish it was just hibiscus flavored, but I guess they can't make it hibiscus flavored because then it would be sour, and people would be like, "Why is it sour?"
Would like it. Like if they made like a juniper one, people would be like, "Oh."
Ooh. Yeah. Why am I drinking a pine tree? They should make juniper flavored ones for Christmas. Like that would be fun.
That'd rock. Yeah.
I would fuck with it.
Yeah. What ride does Polar Trench go on?
Polar Trench. I feel like the bulk of the album, like the funkier aspect of the album, should be like a fun house type soundtrack. Like you're walking around looking at fucked up mirrors of yourself, and like you're hearing this like weird funk rock in the background. It works.
Yeah. I don't disagree.
Okay. You've got such a weird look on your face right now. I'm not sure what's happening. We need to talk about my 1999 anecdote.
Yeah, and go for 1999, please.
In 1999, Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, was released. I was in 4th grade. And Taco Bell did all of the promotional stuff for that film in the fast food space.
Yeah.
And I remember this for a number of reasons, but
dude, the late 90s, they got tons of contracts to fucking
Yeah.
to movies. It was nuts.
It's been such a long time since I've like been to a fast food restaurant. Like I don't even know, do they do like promotions for films and stuff anymore? Like I would assume they still do. But I haven't been to a fast food place since like,
because like whenever I go to a fast food place, it's for like very specific things.
Yeah.
And it's just like, so I don't think so, but I don't know, because I don't get like promotional shit.
Yeah. But that was such a big part of my childhood, was like the promotional tie-ins at fast food restaurants for major films. Like that was a huge part of my childhood. Because like, I don't know, growing up in Alaska, right, you're pretty isolated from the rest of the world. So we didn't have like big events like concerts really that much. And we didn't have like, I don't know, stuff that like a kid would do in the lower 48. You just didn't have access to. So like the big and exciting things for me when I was a kid were video games, TV, and movies. Like that was the big stuff. I mean, I guess to a certain extent, those still are the big things in my life. But especially so when I was a kid, like movies were a much bigger deal. Like I don't give a shit about movies anymore, other than like bad movies. Like I always want to watch bad movies. Other than bad movies, like I don't give a shit about movies. Like
it's very rare I get excited about a new movie.
Yeah, I can't even remember the last time.
Sometimes around like Oscar season, when they dump like really good films once a year, I'll be like, oh shit, a really good film's coming out.
Yeah.
Because it only happens like around one time of the year.
Or like the last movie I remember being excited about was Midsummer, because I liked Hereditary.
Yeah.
And like I was like, cool.
Film. Yeah.
I want to watch another movie like fucking Hereditary, and I liked Midsummer a lot.
It was good, but not as good as Hereditary.
Sure. I mean, like I liked them both a lot. I don't know, but. Even then, like, I can't remember the last time I got excited about a new movie, but because, like, when I was a kid, I was getting excited about new movies all the time. Like, that was a very exciting thing for me. Mm-hmm. And during that era of, like, 1997 to maybe, I keep burping, God, it's horrible, 1997 to, like, 2004, maybe? I went to the movies a lot. I saw, like, all of those movies. Mm-hmm. And, anyways, 1999 was a big year. There were a lot of good films that were released, but the best of those films was Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
Hell yeah, that movie rocks.
And Taco Bell did their tie-in promotion. And I just want to say, this is like, I'm pretty sure they did a crossover of the Taco Bell Chihuahua and Star Wars. And I think that's amazing. And I just want to call attention to that. And that's what I was thinking about this entire time I was listening to Pike 99.
Really?
Yokiro Buckethead. And that's the name of the episode.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Britt, can I take you on a journey to the dark place on the internet?
The darkest of darks?
All the dark places.
That's fair. Let's go there.
Statements from the Bucket Boy.
Oh my God, Britt, welcome. We're here.
Yep.
It's so great to be here again. So, a couple of things about today, right? We're going to do things just a little bit different. I like to change it up, Let's just say I've widened the net for things that I think should be considered here on statements from the Bucket Void. We're going to have some traditional statements, and we're going to start off with those, but then we're going to branch out a little bit and talk about some other things. So to get things going today, we have a return of a person who we love to hear from.
Who's this?
A YouTube user named Jordan Vine.
Oh, Jordan Vine. Is he going to scream at us again about Buckethead?
Well, I mean, yes. Would you expect anything less, really, at this point in time?
No. I hope for nothing less at this point.
Absolutely. So 1 year ago, to 12 thumbs ups, Jordan Vine says, without a doubt, or a whiff of a doubt, the best and greatest guitarist / musician then has ever, many ellipsi, existed. Buckethead forever. Love that.
Yeah. Yeah, don't. Okay, that's cool. Good job, dude.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, good job. We love to hear that screaming.
Screaming demon. Screaming semen, right? More than anything.
5 years ago, YouTube user TommyBoy07 says, Polar Trench is on a whole other level. Wow. Thank you, Buckethead.
Buckethead. I love how many misspellings there are of Buckethead, despite it being like maybe one of the easiest like artist names to spell.
Totally. I think that's a pretty great typo. I've never seen someone say Buckethead before, and
Buckethead.
it's pretty good. Somebody else took notice here. YouTube user Italian JJ's 550 says, TommyBoy07, kiss me.
Oh, that's the the JJ stands for is Italian Jimmy John sandwiches.
Jimmy Jasta.
Jimmy Jasta sandwiches.
Good old Jimmy Jastas. YouTube user George Orr says, holy shit, one of the best Pikes. Not sure if there is any point in me playing electric guitar anymore. Got tons of work, parentheses, coding, parentheses, done today hearing this. I don't see how this person can exist. The first true alien since Hendrix.
You think Hendrix was an alien?
Nah.
Hendrix didn't look like a fucking alien. Hendrix didn't have no little small-ass alien dick. He had fucking big old hands and a big honking peener.
Yeah, he did.
We all know aliens have small dicks. That's
of course
why they've been able to achieve like space travel, because they're not like
do you think that there's
busy having massive dongs.
Do you think there's a fetish community out there for like aliens just with monster hogs?
Yeah, I bet there is, and it's like totally unrealistic because we all know aliens have like micro penises.
Yes, peanut.
And like they figured out like pleasure beyond big honking hogs.
That's why they got huge honking heads,
Maybe they give each other Buckethead. Maybe that's kind of the.
Would you accept a Buckethead from a person? Like you would have to put a bucket on your head while they like suck on your donger or whatever?
Fuck yes. You know I'm into weird shit.
I imagine it would be like one of those like Home Depot buckets, like the big 5-gallon buckets.
Oh yeah, those are
just
those
so
are handy.
You really can't see anything at all during the experience.
Those are good buckets. Like, why would you need to see something when you could just feel your dick getting sucked and think about Buckethead sucking your dick instead?
That's a good point. It's a great point. Thanks for making that point. I appreciate this.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, it is what you're here for, actually.
Making points. I'm a point maker.
I'm
like Steph Curry. I make points.
I've heard that name before, but I don't know who that is.
He makes 3 points at a time. Swoosh.
Tight.
Basketball.
YouTube user C, whose picture is a picture of Buckethead, says, I don't remember which album this was for. I think it was for Pike 97.
Yeah.
They say, this helped me through the ride of passing a giant kidney stone. Seems gnarly.
That is really gnarly. I've never had a kidney stone, thankfully. My dad has a lot of kidney stones.
He kept them, though, right?
Yeah, he's kept a lot of them. But, I mean, some he just pisses out and he's like, fuck it.
Yeah.
He just has a lot of them, which sucks.
Dude, that sucks.
Really sucks.
I mean, damn, I almost want to take that further, but maybe not.
Yeah. But instead of a kidney stone, several Buckethead albums I have passed enormous dumps to. Yeah. Not kidney stones though. That's a lot. And
of course, loads have been blown. Yeah,
Hell yeah. Metallica's load has been blown.
That album
Reload.
is 60 minutes long. Have we talked about this? I feel like I bring this up all the time. I'm obsessed with that fact. Like, why is it so long?
Yeah.
67 minutes. Sorry. It's like, it's so fucking long.
Metallica likes the long song. They want to give you, if you're buying an album, like, you don't want no necrophagist ass 32 minutes bullshit.
I do want that.
Yeah, me too.
We want a new Necrophagist album. Mohammed Sami says, if you're listening to this podcast, hit me up.
Just give it to us. That's all we give it to us, man.
Yeah, come on. We want it.
You're just hoarding your talent. You're like the 1%er of talent. And you're just like hoarding that shit all for yourself. Like,
hate to see
instead
it.
we have to deal with fucking like the Faceless still. Like, no.
Why?
Fucking
we don't
come
want
back
that.
and make an album and like make them look dumb again.
We don't want
Like,
that. No.
Come on.
No.
Come on, Muhammad.
Yeah. Anyways, so I encountered an article about someone in Buckethead's circle the other day. An article about Slash. This article was titled something like, it was like, Slash does the weirdest thing while he plays guitar. Click here. And I was like, I bet this is going to have some stupid comments. I should read this article. So I read the article, and here's a quote from that article. This the person referenced as Ryan is some kind of audio engineer that worked on the recording of Appetite for Destruction. This is a quote from that person. He did have a habit that was really funny, Ryan remembered. I don't know if you ever noticed it. You'll see it in videos. He concentrates so hard when he's doing the solos that his lower lip protrudes, and his drool, saliva, pools in his lower lip, and it will eventually spill over into long strings of saliva all the way down to the ground.
That's so disgusting. No. This is forbidden knowledge. You're saying Slash drools while he plays solos?
And it happened in the studio countless times. He's so focused when he plays, he doesn't realize he's drooling or doesn't care. I never did figure out which one it was, whether he didn't realize it or he didn't care.
So maybe Slash is just a dog. You ever consider that? Like, he looks kind of like a dog, right?
He does. He's got a dog-like vibe to him, for sure.
And like, maybe the sunglasses and the fucking hat and the fucking big hair could just be hiding his dog ears and his dog face and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet he's a dog.
Yeah, I bet he like got interested in drugs to like distract himself from like,
Yeah.
not getting...
Slash, I know you're listening to this. Come on our show and defend yourself. Tell us why you're not a dog. 'Cause we think you're a dog.
Woof, woof, woof.
Woof, boy. Woof.
Yeah.
Actually, I think he might be like mixed race. I retract the boy. I don't think that's good. I'm gonna edit that out. That's bad. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
So now I was looking at the Facebook comments for this article about Slash and his drool. There wasn't a lot there, to be honest. It was mostly dumb shit. But some person named Mikey Satanis says, "Never liked him. Now I like him less. LOL." And then Robin responds, "Yeah, I never liked Snatch or Axle Grease either."
Oh shit! Why you gotta dunk on him that hard, boy? Like that, man. It's really not even worth doing the bucket jokes this week after.
Yeah, I was gonna say like that's like straight out of like the
hard.
put downs and slams right there. Like that was
Hell yeah,
pretty good stuff. Pretty good shit. Yeah. So we got to talk about something here. This is not really Buckethead related, but I think it's in the world of Buckethead enough. We just got to talk about it.
It's in our world.
Yeah.
And
It's
we're
our
just
world
talking
and you're
about-
living in it when you're listening
Right.
to this, okay?
We've made Megadeth jokes before. Here.
Constantly. And like the biggest Megadeth joke that's happened in years is happening right now. We got to talk about it. So, so if you're not familiar, I mean, this is old news by this point, but if you're not familiar, the bass player for Megadeth, David Ellifson, was recently kicked out of Megadeth because he sent some videos of him jerking off to a 19-year-old. The videos were then leaked, and everybody was like, hey, that's super creepy. Like, what is happening here? And so he got kicked out of the band, which is funny. And also creepy. So anyways, that's been really funny. And the comment sections for articles about this have been, oh my God, so bad. For the most part, they're awful, and you don't want to know the things these people are saying about this particular event. But there's been some pretty funny ones that.
Well, I for one do want to know, so you should hit me with some of these comments.
Okay, this is the comment that started all of this off when I texted you about it the other day. I'm not going to read these. This is all from Facebook, so I'm not going to read these people's full names. I'm just going to give a first name. Admittedly, they posted it publicly, so kind of on them. But anyways, Facebook username Bart says, when I was 41, I had a super beautiful 20-year-old girlfriend. Best girlfriend I ever had. A total sweetheart. Why wouldn't a guy go for that? She had better morals than the cheating middle-aged whores that I was used to.
Cool. I bet that guy fucks. I mean, that guy obviously fucks.
Obviously.
That dude lays pipe all over the land. Like, he's like a trade union plumber. Like,
Hell yeah.
He is.
Hell yeah.
Good for you, guy.
Good for that
fucking-
guy.
You fucking fuck young girls. Do it.
Facebook user David says, some weak shit from a hard-ass thrasher. Mustaine should stand beside his brother. Has any metalhead ever gave a crap about public opinion? It sucks Ellifson's private life got pushed into the public, but in 3 months, no one will even be talking about it or care that it happened.
We will still be talking about this in 3 months.
Yeah, 100%.
Because it's a funny fucking meme. Like,
yeah. Yes. You've seen the videos, correct? I sent those to you, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So we've both seen Ellifson's penis. We can comment about its shape and girth. It's pretty cool that we can say that. I never thought I would be able to say that. I like the line "weak shit from a hard ass thrasher." It's like he's like throwing shade, but also respect at the same time.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, fuck this, but you gotta stand by your bro. You gotta stand by toxic bullshit. Because he's in your band, because you work together.
Dude, so I would say that most of the comments that I saw, like on these articles, so not on these articles from like sources that you and I would see, you know, but like from sources like Guitar World Magazine and shit like that, like the overwhelming majority of the comments are like, oh, can't believe he sold out Ellifson. Like shit like that. I'm like, what the fuck are you people on about? Like, what the fuck? Like, dude, boomers, man. Boomer metal opinions, the worst. The worst. Like, absolutely. Ironically, one of the more sensible viewpoints that I have seen, in a Facebook comment thread about this stuff, is from a user named MAGA Mama.
Hell yeah, throw it on me, dog.
Who said, again, quite sensibly, Ellifson should have stepped aside on his own for a while, elect to take care of his family, mental, and spiritual health. Mustaine had to step in and make the tough decision for him, which is what happened. Like,
yeah, 100%.
Homeboy should have immediately quit the band and been like, this isn't good. I should fix this.
Yeah.
I can't believe that a user named MAGA Mama is like the sensible one here. It's great.
Sometimes
we live in a
happens.
society.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm pretty sure he already had like the whole album recorded and everything, right?
Yeah. So the
Like
new album's
he
about to
probably
come
could have
out.
kept his gig,
Mhm.
like kept his shit on the album, like
Mhm. Yeah. Who knows
come
what's
back
gonna happen
after the
now?
tour.
They
like,
might.
whatever.
Yeah, they might re-record them. Who knows?
Mm.
I mean, it's not going to be hard for Megadeth to find a fucking bass player, though. It's like that shit ain't
No,
exactly
that'd be
hard to
such
play.
a fucking no.
You know,
That'd be a crazy like Kush gig, dude.
Yeah, hell yeah, it probably pays real fucking good. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
probably a couple thousand a show, which is fucking great for any touring musician.
yeah, for real.
Oh,
Good shit.
yeah.
I like this comment here. Two comments here. Ruben says, "Go home, Dave. You're sober." These are the wrong.
Damn.
They use
Damn,
the
that's some
wrong
fun
instance
shade.
of "you're" there.
Oh, bummer.
I know. Ronald DeWitt says Dave should change the band's name into Megastain, which I like a lot.
I mean, it is like his band entirely and always has been.
For sure. And it's like none of this matters. And it's like the people that were getting all up in arms about like Ellifson or like Dave like kicking out Ellifson because Ellifson was like an original member. It's like, dude, that shit doesn't matter at all. Like, what the fuck? Like,
No.
Dave wrote all those fucking songs. Like, and it's like,
Right.
I don't know. It doesn't
I mean,
matter.
Ellifson has written some stuff with them, and he's been the longest like standing member other than Mustaine. But
Yeah.
like Mustaine has written like all of their hits himself, basically.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, totally. Like, it's definitely like his thing, you know?
Yeah, it's his fucking band for sure.
And like
There's
that,
no
the
doubt
thing
about
is,
that.
and I guess like I should clarify, like the reason I say that is because like Megadeth will sound like Megadeth as long as Dave Mustaine is doing it.
Exactly.
It's like,
yeah, you can
like-
replace. He has replaced every other member of that band, and they've still sounded like Megadeth and could play as Megadeth.
yeah.
But you couldn't replace him.
And it's like he's been at that for so long that like people having issue with that just seems so weird to me because it's like it has never mattered. Like having new people playing in Megadeth has honestly only been good for Megadeth. You know, it's like
For the most part, except for no one's been as good as Marty Friedman. in my
that's
opinion.
true. I mean, he did have like Chris Broderick playing with him for a while, and that guy's super good. Dude, he has fucking Kaiko Lurairo playing with him now, and like
Yeah,
that dude is
really good.
that dude is one of my favorite like metal guitar players. Like that dude absolutely shreds. Like it is ridiculous. And it's like I don't know. It just doesn't matter who fucking plays in Megadeth other than Dave Mustaine. So
True.
it's just pretty funny. Some just catastrophically bad takes there. And you hate to see it. This comment was speaking of bad takes. Let's talk about this one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna say full names now. I don't even care. User Richard Blackmore says Junior, and when he says Junior, he's referring to Dave Ellifson. Junior deserved better. Who hasn't ever been horny and done something stupid? I understand that his wife tells him to fuck off and very likely will. But Dave, wasn't he his best friend? These guys used to smoke crystal and crack together, and now Mustaine ditch him to avoid controversies. I mean, what about all the shit he got preached when he got kicked out of Metallica? Fucking hypocrite. Honestly, Megadeth died today to me. I will listen to anything played or produced by Junior before anything released by Mustaine. Fucking dick.
Wow. When you say Richard Blackmore, is this Richie Blackmore of was it Deep Purple?
Yeah, it is actually.
Like actually?
No.
Oh, because like he's probably on Facebook. He might. I don't know what group this is in or what. He might actually chime in.
It
with
is
some shit like
definitely not Richie Blackmore
Okay.
from Rainbow and Deep Purple.
That'd be cool though if it was.
It really would be cool.
Yeah, I feel like a fucking legend is like, I'm gonna weigh in on this and make myself seem bad. Like,
Fucking dumb. Yeah. The funniest shit about this though is like, so that one that I just read, like that is, I would say like par. Like that is what most of these comments are. It's just like shit like that just feels like it comes from a place of like such misunderstanding. Like it's like there's not any part of that is like realistic or comes from like reality. Because it's like, think about it like this, man. If I was in a band and like a band is a business that is based around your public image, right? And if one member of that band gets accused of some kind of weird shit, I'd be like, yo, dude, you got to leave the band. Like we can't have that kind of shit associated with this business, right? Like, of course you kick the guy out of the band who sends jerk-off vids to 19-year-olds. Like, that's what you do.
Well,
like, why would you not?
Wasn't he talking to her since she was like 17?
So that is, I don't know if that's true or not. Like, so that has been, that is something that has been claimed. Yeah. So it has been claimed that like he was talking to her since she was 17. I don't know if that's true or not, though. And I don't know if that's been confirmed. I mean, I think like, either way, like sending jerk-off videos to 19-year-olds is a little suspect at the very least. But
yeah, like I wouldn't do that, and I am in my mid-30s, and he's like, what?
57.
57. Okay. So yeah, that could be his fucking granddaughter.
Yeah.
That's how old she is, which...
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you should really ever fuck someone even old enough to be your daughter until you get to a certain age. Like, and if fucking someone old enough to be your granddaughter is like, ooh.
It's kind of gross. Like, it's weird. It's like, you know, I don't know. Not a fan, but here's the thing, like that gigantic like age difference is kind of the part of why this is so weird. It's a big part of that, you know, and like, so, I mean, it's just like, I don't see a world in which it doesn't make sense to fire the guy that's doing that shit, right? Like, you know, this is what you do to preserve your image, preserve your band, preserve what your fucking income. Like you avoid controversies. Like, of course you do.
Yeah, especially if he doesn't have rights to any of the big songs,
which he does not. No, it's all Mustaine now.
Yeah, exactly. And like the trademarks or anything like that. Like Mustaine owns like the band basically. Even though Ellifson has been there for all but, I think, one album.
Yeah, so like what I think happened, I think that when Ellifson first left the band, I think he gave up his rights to stuff. And so I think Mustaine owns all that shit now. Wow, I mean, he still gets royalties and shit, but like I don't think he owns any of it.
Bummer.
Yeah. But yeah, just wild shit. Wild shit. I got to see Dave Ellefson jerk off. I got to watch that.
We got to watch Dave Ellefson jerk off, Spenser.
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
as friends
on Twitter, of all places.
Yeah. That's where you go to watch Dave Ellefson masturbate.
Yeah. So to round out that section, Facebook user Emmett Simone says they told him to beat it.
Okay, that wins the comment.
Yeah,
no,
that's the best one for
that's
sure.
Easily the best take on this whole thing.
We're gonna do one more today, and that is gonna be a statement from the Britain Void.
Oh, what do you got for me?
August 9th, 2019, at 9:46 p.m. You texted me. Let's start a goth band called That One Lab Tech from NCIS, and it'll be the most Googled goth band fucking ever.
That's a pretty good idea.
Statements from the Bucket Boy.
Bro, why don't you go first? Bro, what do you got to recommend me?
So recently, me and my brother, discovered a filmmaker. We had actually like discovered him quite a long time ago, but we didn't really get into a bulk of his work until recently. Mm-hmm. I collect like really bad films, which I think we might have talked about on the, podcast before, but,
they say bad films are the new good films.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
I think that's correct. At least that sounds right to me. So there's this director who we watched a movie by them, a guy named Dale Stelly. He made this movie called JC in the Hood a couple years ago that has been on both of our bottom 10 movies ever made list for quite a while. Cause it is like, we have both top bad movie lists and bottom bad movie lists.
Yeah.
Cause there are great bad movies like Miami Connection.
Oh yeah.
Fucking rocks.
Yeah.
And it's bad, but it's like so goddamn entertaining.
Totally.
But the bad movie list is for stuff that's like unwatchable.
Like Nothing But
bad.
Trouble.
Yeah, like Nothing But Trouble belongs on there for you probably.
100%. Yeah.
Like, but JC on the Hood is on mine. Basically, like it's about Jesus going to the hood,
Yes.
and like the film plays twice because it shows like what happens, and then what happens when Jesus comes. But the thing is, everything they show leading up to when Jesus comes, they just play over again. So there's like 10 minutes of setup for each scene that they just literally replay for the second half of the film. And it's maddening. It's like so difficult to watch, and you just hate it.
That sounds awful. Yeah.
Yeah, but he made some other films that we watched recently. The one that I would recommend, the one I'm recommending, is called Sweet Potato Pie. And the only way I can describe it is touted as the Black American Pie.
Oh, yeah.
That's how they tried to sell it. But they have things like a strip club in somebody's house
Yeah.
at like 10 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
There's like things that do not make sense. The film is so incredibly incompetently done and on such a low budget that nothing makes sense. And it's incredible. And I could not recommend it highly enough.
Oh, that's fantastic. I love to hear that. Does it hold up as the Black American Pie?
It's even better. Like, I will not go back and watch American Pie, even if someone's like, hey, we should watch that. That'd be funny to watch that. But if someone was like, hey, I want to watch... We should watch Sweet Potato Pie.
Please. I want to watch it.
We should watch that. We should watch that sometime because it fucking rocks.
That sounds so good.
It's so goddamn good. It makes me happy.
Hell
There's
yeah.
no Blink-182 in it, though, which is a little disappointing.
That is disappointing. We always want to see Blink-182.
I'm sure they have, like, a SoundCloud rapper in there somewhere. So
Nice.
that's like...
Is that the like modern equivalent of a Blink-182?
I think so.
Okay.
I think it is.
That tracks. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
What do you got to recommend, Spenser Hodge?
Oh, that's a great question. So I recommend, if you have the ability to do it, just like calling out of work. It's a thing I've been
Hell yeah.
doing, and it's
Dude,
great.
If you have sick days
Yeah.
and you like never get sick, just use your sick days. Just say you're sick.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
It's your
Just
time.
Don't go making shit up.
Yeah.
Like, that's dumb.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Just call your manager and say, "Hey, I'm sorry. I got to call out sick today." And just give them as much notice as you can. Be like, maybe the night before is even better.
Yeah.
If you can like leave a message or whatever. But like,
Mhm.
just fucking they have sick time there so you can use it. If
Yeah.
you're not trying to like, really, and even that, like, no one takes notice if you're fucking like always there or whatever. That's dumb bullshit.
Yeah. It's like if you have that time and you're just not feeling it, don't go. Like
Call
it's
out,
like literally your time. And like, I was not feeling super great for a few days because of my second COVID shot. I was feeling just kind of out of it. And so like took a few days off, and it was great. It helped me feel a lot better. And one of the
That's
days,
good.
which is what I would recommend doing, is I just made sushi. I made like a ton of sushi. And then I just I made the rolls, right? And then I just put them in like plastic wrap and just put them in my fridge. And then every time I wanted sushi, I would pull out a couple rolls and like chop them up and then eat them. And it was just amazing.
So can I make you two big recommendations based
Please.
on that?
Yeah.
First one, for storing sushi, you gotta use wet paper towels.
Okay.
And like cover the sushi up entirely in a wet paper towel, put it in like a airtight container, and it'll last for like a week and a half.
That's
and
a
the
long
rice
time.
will still be moist. It's nuts.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
it's not great.
I would
after a week
never,
and a
I would
half.
never leave it for that long. Though.
Right,
Like,
right, but it will still actually like be decent sushi like 4 or 5 days after that, which sushi rarely lasts that long.
That's
even
true.
If you
Yeah,
wrap
yeah.
it
I
real
usually
well.
make it and eat it within like a day or two.
Yeah, but I whenever I like meal prep and do it for like 4 or 5 days, I can do that, and that works
Tight.
pretty well.
Yeah.
Second, even bigger recommendation is a fucking sushi bazooka.
Tell me more.
Oh, I will show you the sushi bazooka, because it's
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm
one
already sold, but I want to know. Lay it on me.
so sushi bazooka. Here's what it is. Check this thing out. So basically,
Oh shit! I see.
it's like
I see what this is.
yeah, it's two sides, and yeah, you it's how you make like grocery store style sushi with like the rice on the outside and shit, and it
Oh
rules.
yeah. Okay.
It makes making sushi like way easier. It makes it so your roll is always a consistent size.
But it's already super easy, and my rolls are already a consistent size.
It's even better, trust me. Like it's so good. It's so good,
Okay.
dude.
All right.
Highly recommendo. I love that shit.
I mean, that does look interesting. Yeah, I could see how that could. I'm struggling to see how that would improve my method of making sushi, but I understand like the consistency's sake is pretty sick. That's pretty rad.
Cool.
That's neat though. Yeah, I'll look into that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll look into that. Hell yeah. Yeah, but anyways,
Oh yeah, no.
call out of work and make yourself some sushi with a bazooka or without. Just do it. It's great. You'll love it. And also, making sushi is super easy. Like, it's a little time consuming in terms of like prep
It is.
sometimes because you have to like prep a lot of stuff and then combine it all together. And like there's I don't know, there is a bit of a process there. But I would say like in about an hour, I can make a bunch of sushi. Like so much. Like I could make like if you were buying the sushi at a sushi restaurant, I could make easily like $60 worth of sushi in an hour. Which is amazing. So you should do that. It's rad.
You should. Sick, dude.
All right. So let's wrap this thing up and go out on a bucket joke.
Yeah, maybe a bucket joke or a whole list that I made today.
Amazing.
This is becoming the part I look forward to the most about this podcast because I'm running out of bucket facts. And today I was like, shit, I don't have any good ideas for jokes. But then I drank some caffeine and got real high. And I'm like, oh shit, I got tons of ideas for jokes.
I'm going to smoke marijuana while you tell me these jokes.
That's totally cool.
Ha 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 bucket joke. Ha 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 bucket joke. Ha 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 bucket joke. Ha 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 bucket joke.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Freddie.
Freddie who?
Freddie for all these great bucket jokes.
No.
Well, I'm gonna do them anyway.
Yeah.
Why is Buckethead so good at eating pussy?
I don't know.
Because he has so many great licks.
Okay. All right.
What did Buckethead... I don't know why. I just laugh every time I read Les Claypool.
Yeah, you do. You do.
Yeah.
Every time you have to talk about Les Claypool.
Yeah.
You can't do
here we
it.
go. What did Buckethead say to Les Claypool after the Flying Frog Brigade had been around for a year?
I don't know.
Happy anniversary.
Nice. Pretty good.
What did the lead singer of Guns N' Roses do after he fell down?
I don't know.
Well, Axl Rose.
I saw what you did there.
What does Axl Rose's guitarist want done with his body after he dies?
What's that?
He wants to be cremated and have his slashes spread.
No.
What's Guns N' Roses bassist's favorite Star Wars character?
I don't know.
Duff Vader.
No. No. No.
What's tall, skinny, and has a trunk?
I tell me.
Buckethead going on vacation. Why did Les Claypool think he was a good golfer after he killed a couple of his child slaves?
I don't know.
Well, because he put a hole in one.
Oh no.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Gus.
Gus who?
Gus, how many child slaves Les Claypool has left?
Oh no.
What do bass and child slaves have in common?
I don't know.
Les Claypool loves to slap them both.
No. No. No.
That doesn't... Okay, I actually can't do this one because it doesn't make any sense now that I think about it.
What? You can't tease me like that.
No. So, I'll read you the joke and then
Please.
why it doesn't make any sense.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Why was Les Claypool arrested on bestiality?
Why?
Because he asked his dog how it wanted to be fucked, and the dog said rough.
Wait, what?
Oh, hi, kitty cat. Yeah,
I like that it doesn't make sense.
yeah, that's true. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Olive.
Olive who?
Olive all of these amazing Les Claypool jokes, don't you?
That was the worst joke I've ever heard. That takes the cake.
Did you hear Buckethead's bassist is rewriting an Alexander Dumas novel to be a memoir about his life?
No, I did not.
He's calling it the Dan of Monte Cristo.
That's great. I like that.
I'm going to close it out with this last joke here. What's old and white and blue all over?
Oh no.
George Thorogood, baby.
Ha 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 ha! Bucket joke.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying making jokes about Les Claypool having child slaves.
Yeah,
That's kind of my new look for the summer.
that's great.
That's my summer lookbook. Les Claypool has child slaves.
You should make a shirt that says that. And let's create
Should.
let's create an Instagram and just it's like pictures of you in various places wearing that shirt, like and like pointing to it. And you're like, find out the truth. Link in bio.
It just has like him wearing his Willy Wonka hat, and that's it.
It's just like a loop of him like playing bass like a weirdo. Like that's it.
On a t-shirt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great.
Want to wrap this bad boy up?
Yeah. Can you share the script
No.
with me? Okay, yes. This has been Britt.
This has been Spenser.
You've been listening to Gettin' Head, a Bucketcast.
Wait. I think you're Spenser, right?
Actually, yes.
Okay, let's try this again.
Okay.
This has been Britain.
And this has been Spencer. You've been listening.
Shit.
That's my
You're
line.
still Spencer, aren't you?
I'm still
Fuck.
Spencer.
Okay, I'm sorry. That's still confusing me. I thought I was Spencer.
It's okay.
Let's try this again. This has been Britain.
And this has been Spencer. You've been listening to Gettin' Head, a Bucketcast.
Stay greasy, Bucketheads.
Namaste.